This is the Dynasys X1 robotic exoskeleton. It's one of my favorite outdoor gadgets that I've reviewed in years because it actually helps me when I go hiking, climbing, or even biking. Unlike these bulky, unrealistic, or eye-wateringly expensive exoskeletons we see in movies or medical devices, this one is universal and cost-friendly enough to integrate into my everyday outdoor activities. I've extensively tested over the last couple of days. In this video, I will cover as much detail as I can, what's good and what I think needs improvement to help you decide whether you should get it or not. Starting with the design! Alright, so this is the Dynasys X1 unfolded. Starting from the back, this is the power socket, and we have the port here that's for connecting the battery. There's a knob here. Press it, you can adjust the size. Like I'm 5, I need a bigger size. And here we have the chain that's made of aluminum alloy, which guarantees a lightweight design but also remains strong. We have 2 motors on each side. This motors is probably the most powerful that I've seen on such compact exoskeletons. Moving down a little bit, we have the left leg rod, right leg rod. At the bottom, we have 2 straps that's for binding to your thighs. Alright, that's basic design. I really like this high-tech, solid finish and texture. It looks robust and well made. Besides, unlike these bulky exoskeletons we've seen before, this thing is really compact, lightweight and portable. I can easily put it in my bike or even hand on the bike. But eventually, it's the usability that matters. Now, let me show you how to use it. Just untie and put it on your waist. Oh, that's it. If you feel a little bit loose or tight, you can always adjust the size. And then you strap it to your thigh. Press, and then you can rotate to adjust the tightness. Same here. The last step is to connect to a power source. And then put the battery to pocket, just like an Apple Vision Pro. To turn it on, you have to press and hold the button at the back, or the indicators and the motors light up. And then you double click on the power button. As you can see, it will enter a very short self-checking status to check if your belt is tight. And that's it, you are entering the power assist mode. I can definitely feel there's two hands. Like just push your legs. This is so fun. Let's just try it out. This is so fun. Wow! I can do this all day! Yeah! Let's test more! Alright. If my laughter during my first trial with the Dynasys X1 annoyed you, I apologize. However, I believe you might react similarly, as it offers a completely new and novel wearing experience to first-time users. It feels like you can finally be a bit lazy when walking or climbing because it provides assistance. Speaking of climbing, let's talk about stairs. You can adjust output power to the maximum by single tapping the button on the right motor. It supports 6 modes, by the way. At the maximum mode, you can literally see the fat on my thighs being moved around by this machine. Whoa, that's really strong. Let's go! Must say, I've never felt so at ease and had so much fun climbing stairs before. One complaint though is how the X1 beeps when switched between different modes. Let's give it a listen. Different notes correspond to different modes. Oh my gosh, I'm tone deaf and not sensitive to these notes at all. I can't differentiate them, especially when pressed separately. So I really hope the manufacturer can provide clearer instructions for users like me, perhaps by simply stating Mode 1, Mode 2 choice. Fortunately, there is another way to set different modes, which is through the phone app. You can adjust the gear, the mode, easily here. And this is the app, still in early stages, but usable. On the front page, it shows you the steps, also the battery percentage, and the force and the calories you saved. And here, is the hip ROM. We'll put what that is on the screen. Like if I move, as you can see, it shows you different data, which is interesting. The speed here, the colors. That's the app. Now, let's return to the Dances X1. One mode I must mention is exercise mode, or the official calls it workout mode. In this mode, the X1 applies two reverse forces on your thighs to require more strength from you instead of assisting you while walking. This is particularly useful when going downhill, as you probably don't want it to pull your legs forward, making it feel safer. Alternatively, you can use this mode to burn more calories. Alright, that's essentially how you would use a robotic exoskeleton like the Dances X1. This device proves handy during activities like hiking. Out of curiosity, I tried biking, and the leg support didn't interfere with pedaling. I was able to enjoy cycling just as before, but with even less effort. I even climbed a tree and jumped off. Though I don't recommend trying that. I simply want to demonstrate how nimble and agile the exoskeleton is, even during unconventional activities. I'm amazed by Dances X1 system, accurately predicting motion intent and adapting seamlessly to various conditions without manual switching. Furthermore, the ultra-compact frameless motor delivers powerful propulsion. In an experiment, I found this 300-gram motor can easily lift a 3.35 kilogram weight. That's incredible. As for noise, well, check it out. I wouldn't say you'd be disturbed by it. It's quite acceptable, especially considering outdoor environments already have loud noise. One feature I particularly liked was the impressive battery life. I used it heavily for 4 or 5 hours of continuous shooting, and by the end, it still had 5 to 10% battery remaining. That's quite remarkable for a single charge. And now, it's time for my conclusion. I must say, I was super excited and impressed by the Dances X1. I've tried several similar products before, but this one seems ready to ship instantly, judging from its completion and craftsmanship. Though it's still not perfect as I mentioned before, especially when you switch between different power system modes. I do need a more obvious way to tell which mode I'm in. Also regarding the battery, I don't like having to put it in my pocket as it might get damaged during hiking. Fortunately, the engineers from Dances told me that they are designing a way for the battery to touch the belt so it won't interfere with the movement. Overall, I would recommend this product to those planning on embarking on long outdoor adventures. It's lightweight, nimble, and compact, so you can take it with you without too much worry. Plus, it's really easy to use. You don't have to learn anything. It comes with different modes for different scenarios, making it energy efficient and allowing you to enjoy more of your surroundings. Even if you are someone like me who spends a lot of time biking, it's still a great fit. Finally, I'd like to talk a little bit more about the Dances team. Most of the engineers are from big tech companies like DJI, Xiaomi, Segway, bringing a wealth of experience in developing products from the ground up. The Dances X1 is not their first product. They have developed many medical-grade exoskeletons for hospitals, including those for patients with mobility disorders. So, their experience in the medical field definitely applies to the consumer product like the Dances X1. They showed me a video of some patients trying the medical exoskeleton. At first, the patient seemed unwilling. As you can see from their expression, after a few steps, they smiled. The smile is something that motivates them. Thanks for watching, and Sami will see you in the next one.